Okay, we continue our top 12 driver press conferences here at Richmond. We've got joining us now Clint Bowyer. He drives the number 33 BB&T Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing, and Clint comes in here 11th in points. More importantly, Clint has won at this racetrack before, so Clint, you have to feel good about maybe cracking that victory column here at Richmond this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a track where, me as a driver and us as a team feel like we can get the job done here. This is a good track for us, and hopefully we can get that first win, of our I guess our career together with the 33 car. So it's time. Our teammate Kevin Harvick got the first win for RCR this year, and that felt good for everybody at the shop. Spirits are high, and our cars are all three pretty fast here. So looking for a big day tomorrow.
If you have a question for Clint, raise your hand. We'll bring you the wireless mic. Questions for Clint? We've got one back here, and then we have one right here. Go ahead. Let's start in the back.
Jeff Hood of RacingToday.com. Clint, some people are saying that last Sunday's Cup race at Talladega was maybe one of the greatest ever in the sport. Maybe didn't go quite as well as you wanted. You got a top 10, but from where you were sitting, where would you kind of label that race in the history of NASCAR?
It's pretty boring as far as my situation went. I rode around the back and snuck in and got a decent finish out of it, and that's the only way I can get a good finish there. I mean, I hate doing it. It's boring and no good for your sponsor and everything else. But like I said, I needed to get a good finish. I had a bad finish at Texas, got caught up in that wreck, and I needed to have a good day at Talladega. I mean, I think, if we wouldn't have had a good day or a decent points day at Talladega, we'd have been digging ourselves out of that hole all summer long, and I didn't want to do that. So, for me, I'm a fan of restricted plate racing. I like it. I love Daytona. I'm saddened to hear that they're repaving it. I love the way the race track races and the way you have to handle. Not only do you have to draft well, but you have to handle. I think that just throws that extra loop into it. Talladega's got so much grip. You can literally drive around the whole track looking in the mirror. Your car's not moving around a bit, and you drive around there looking in the mirror the whole time, and we're all bunched up and usually crash everybody. But, it was, I would say it was exciting. They crashed pretty much everybody and did everything our fans like to see. So, yep, it was cool.
Next question. Young lady right here. Go ahead.
Amanda with MRN. Clint, can you tell me a little bit about your campaign for the All-Star race? I'm hearing something about making posters.
I'm not making posters. I guess I'll staple some up on some telephone poles if you make them for me or something. I don't know. I want to win this race at Richmond and win my way into that deal. That's how I want to do it. I'm not a big fan of being in something that you didn't belong in, and how you get into the All-Star races by running up front and winning races, and if you can't do that, you shouldn't be in it.
Question here. If we can get him the mic. Go ahead, right behind you.
Oh, hey, good deal.
That must be a pitch by Kevin, the big redhead right there. Big leprechaun.
Attaboy, Kevin.
Big leprechaun. Overgrown leprechaun. Yeah, another thing I was going to point out to you guys is Kevin did a great job of scheduling this right on top of Junior's deal, so didn't have to answer very many questions, so thank you for that. Half of you are gone.
Yeah, but the half that are here is big.
They're
Huge.
good guys. Good people. Good
men and women. Okay, go ahead.
You're in a situation every week where there's a few dozen drivers, only one of you gets the win. How do you deal with that reality on a week-to-week basis?
Of not winning, it's you never get over it. I mean, we're racers, and grew up racing and winning races, and I hate losing. It sucks. It's been a long time since we won a cup race, and we're long overdue. I feel like it's our turn, and we need to get it done.
Question in the back. Two in the back. Let's go to the right and then to the left.
Hey, Clint, Buzz Cutler from Rowdy.com. When you come to a place like Richmond, you think of it, at least I think of it, as an RCR track. I think of it as a Clint Bowyer-style track. What is it about tracks like this in New Hampshire that suit maybe not only your style but also RCR in general?
Well, I think RCR short track program's always been good. This track, I don't know why, it just always kind of fell into my driving style. I love this place. You got to get up on a wheel and make it happen at a track like this. I think this is a perfect size racetrack. it's just fast enough. You get that sensation of speed that we all like, and it's just short enough that we can beat and bang on each other and root and gouge for a win, and that's what puts on a good show is tracks like Richmond.
Got this gentleman here, and then we'll go to Mike. Go ahead.
Brian Keith, frontstretch.com. Clint, in the Nationwide Series, you're still in the 21 car. It sounds like you'll be there a few more weeks. Can you talk about, are you in any sort of contact with John West Townley, and if he is going to come back to the car, like what have you been able to do with the 21 team to get them running better?
Well, I just try to, do my job of, getting it to the end of these races and getting them a good finish. That's a good group of guys. They've been working hard, getting some cars built back up. As far as, John West, I haven't seen or talked to him. I kind of do my own thing, and when he tells me get it and drive, I get in it and drive.
Go ahead, Mike.
Mike Muller and MikeMuller.net. Those of us looking at the Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson thing sort of think that, some of us at least, that Jeff is doing this on purpose to try and goad Jimmy, get him off his game, get him shaken up. Why aren't all you guys out there, doing something like that? I mean, the guy's won 4 championships. He wins all these races. Why don't you rough him up or do something to like Jeff's doing?
Well, Jeff pays his bills. Pays half of them anyway.
Well, that's a good point for you guys.
I would say. I like it. I think it's good. I think, seeing a little attitude in Jeff Gordon is good. That's a guy that's been around this sport a long time, and he's sick of Jimmy Johnson, stealing everybody's thunder just like everybody else. But, hey, man, you can't knock him. The man's done a hell of a good job. He's won 4 championships in a row, and it's hard to knock a guy like that off of his focus or whatever you were talking about. He's pretty good.
Any other questions for Clint?
I might try. No. I think everybody's tried. Just they can't get to it. You can't run into something you can't catch.
Go ahead, right over here to the right.
Eric Sano, ESPN Radio. After last year's changes, what's the status of the team? How good do you feel about it? And was last year worth it going through all the changes and changing the number?
You got a good radio voice. It's been good. I think we've, been working hard. Everybody's enjoying the little bit of success that we've seen so far. It's, when you work really hard like we have to get things turned back around, you want to see some kind of results. And, it's refreshing to see the results that we've seen so far. We haven't got as many wins as I think that we could have had. That's the most important thing is, we've been pretty good. We really have. All 3 of us have been in contention at one point or another to win a race this year. One of us has got the job done. I think, we keep knocking on the door, keep improving on the little things that make a big difference, and we'll all be getting wins and hopefully multiple wins this year.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, Clint, I know that you lost communication with your spotter, Mike Dillon, during the Nationwide race last Sunday. How tough is that, and is that the worst track, Talladega, for that to occur?
That'd probably be the worst track, but he talks a lot. I didn't know if his battery went dead or what happened, but I couldn't hear nothing. My plug, something happened in the plug of my helmet, and it was just a loose connection or something. I kept messing with it, and driving with your knee for a couple of laps trying to mess with that is pretty difficult to do at Talladega, but shows how smooth the place is, I guess. Did a good job repaving that place.
Any other questions for Clint before we let him go? All right, Clint, thanks a lot. Good luck in both races.